outside. It looks like they've been in here eating pretty good. I'm gonna hang right in here, but there's the southern road right there. So this is gonna be a good spot, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and put this long wolf up and take the sticks out with me. November 7th, beautiful day. Probably going to get a suntan. It's about 70, 71 degrees. But got to be out here. Check the trail camera, and there's a pretty good buck. And I couldn't tell what time it was. I just brought a little camera to look, but it was a daytime picture, so it had to be probably yesterday evening. So anyway, when I sat here, got the stand hung, I was sweated finally, just sat here and cooled off some, drenched myself, scent killer. But hopefully deer will move. I'm sure it'll be right before dark. They're aggravating in this public ground, but it is a lot of fun. Anyway, that was fun. That was good to see. He was a dandy. I was looking at him through my binoculars, and he had good spurs. He had inch spurs on him. He'll be tougher than I'll get out this spring. Anyway, that helps pass the time. Still over there. I tell you, I've got about 14 squirrels that's been behind me all afternoon. What makes it worse, they're in an old blowdown, old treetop. And there's no telling how long she's been back there. But I just so happened to look and see her. I wish them squirrels get out of that thing. Golly. But she's still there eating acorns. time it is. It was like 3:15 when I saw her, somewhere along in there. So, hopefully they'll start moving. Makes it through shotgun season. I don't think anybody will kill him at the bow. I'm 45 minutes by trail back here, but he's liable to get hammered shotgun season. He just needs to live. He tempted me when I seen him coming. I thought, uh-oh. And I got him in binoculars and I knew what deer he was, and he just wasn't old enough. First set. If that had been a mature deer, I would have took him. Probably on about 130, between 130 and 135 maybe, but he was mature. He just got down. It was going to be a 40-yard shot, but he went running through after that doe. They're just over there in that other little thicket. Man, it's just kind of junky in here. Only had a couple of places. Just a bunch of junk saplings. Dadgummit, they come up the way, you just kind of sit there and you picture where you might see a deer. I could picture a buck coming up right there where they did. Just too far anyway. Too quick. Well, it's getting ready to run out of light. But I know where I'm going to be tomorrow evening. So, I just hope they've moved on. I hope I don't spook nothing. Get down. I'm going to leave this. I'm just going to take my sticks with me. So, anyway, it's promising. I was that close. Anyway, I'll get back here tomorrow evening. Hopefully, meander through again. That doe, he was on that doe, so evidently she's close because he was a 4.5-year-old lookalike, just with the glimpse I've got of him. So she's close.